Hello everyone, my name is Alex, and I'm going to be talking about Postgres. Yeah, I have like a few things to like quickly talk about before we get to the actual presentation. One is like I'm a software developer normally, and so this is my first time doing anything database related, so this is going to be a new thing for me. And second is like I'm wearing this hat with the Java logo, in case you couldn't tell, because I actually started the Hampton Java users group, or as I've heard, restarted, because there was like another one that used to be operating. And second and third of all, about the presentation itself, I like to keep my presentations short and sweet, so like it won't bother everyone too much. But I will have like a quick demo at the end to share everyone, because it is kind of hard to show like the interesting features of Postgres, since they're more in the background, but there is some stuff I can show about it. Alright, with that, let's get started. Alright, I don't see my thing.
TV might have off. Your remote's right there underneath the.
There.
It's not a technical presentation unless we have technical problems.
Live! Give my screen! Live!
There we go. Yeah, that's not the worst technical presentation error I've actually had. Yeah, I've had like Postman like locking me out essentially. So that's but yeah, let's get into the presentation. Alright, in case you're not familiar, that's the logo of the Postgres, and I have stickers with that if anyone's still interested. Okay. Yeah, so what is Postgres? It's a powerful open source object relational database system that extends the SQL language, combined with many features that safely store and scale most of the complicated data workloads. And believe it or not, it was made in as early as 1986 as part of the Postgres project at the University of California at Berkeley. Alright, and so the interesting thing about PostgreSQL is that you can actually combine SQL and also JSON data, which I'll show you in the demo. And it is ACID compliant, so it works well as like a production grade database. So we have like a whole bunch of data types, and because it is the schema language is a lot like SQL, it's very much like SQL, which I can show you during the demo. And so it includes also UUID, as well as like JSON, and as well as XML and key value, and then you can also make your own data types, which is very interesting. So For the data integrity, if you're linking tables to other tables, yeah, it's very similar to how regular SQL variants work. You have unique, not null, as well as like primary keys and foreign keys. So for running, the good news about PostgreSQL is that it has a GUI-based interface for you to use called pgadmin4. I'm gonna show that in the demo. And then you have custom data types. Because this isn't technically a relational database, is a object relational database. You can actually include objects as a data type within your table, and I'm definitely going to show that in the demo. And as well, and then also you have inheritance and polymorphism if you've developed in a class-based language like Java or C#. And what happens in the background is that to avoid data locks, it creates a snapshot of the database you're trying to access, and then after you do whatever you need to do with the data, it combines all of them after. It is a extendable language, you can add your own stored procedures, and then also add other languages like Python and C. And as for extensions, there's actually a whole lot. There's so many I can't really talk about them all. But there's PostGIS, which adds geospatial data like locations and survey data in case you need that. And then it's CDIS, which shards the database to scale. So if you need to distribute it, that's what you can use. And then for AI chatbots specifically, there's one called PG embedding, and it gives the AI chatbots long-term memory. But yeah, there's a lot more because it's been around a while, and lots of people have contributed to it. JSON, so you can actually store raw JSON as a variable, as part of a table, and then also there's another version of JSON, which is JSON-B, which stores the data as binary values instead of strings. I'm going to be showing that in the demo, and that's it. Do you have any more questions before I move on to the demo?
So Postgres is like SQL Server, and pgadmin is like Management Studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, if that's
You say it makes snapshots if two people are working on the same table, it makes snapshots of those rows. Is there an error thrown, or what happens if I change row number 5 and someone else changes row number 5? How does it resolve the conflict?
That's a good question. I'm not sure how we would handle it, but I think it might just apply the second person changes as well. But like that's hard for me to test since I'm just myself. Alright, that's the end of my slideshow. Now going to the demo. And PowerPoint stopped working.
Of course. I know. It's like I was supposed to do that.
Alright. Oops. Yeah, how do I move this over? I don't know how to.
If you do a Windows E for that.
There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be awkward, but like,
We can move the podium, like turn it so you can see.
yeah, sure. Alright. Alright, so at the very top you have the create type, and that's like how you essentially create your own custom type. So I have like, 2 items called food and bar in there, and then for a table, since so if you know SQL, the create table command should be familiar with, and one thing that I haven't talked about yet, but you can also store arrays in there, and you just add the brackets just to tell it to store the array, and then I'm storing a custom type that I defined up here, and then also the JSON. So insert into tables values. So I just did the primary key as 1, and then this line 15 is how you enter a array, and then for the custom type, you need to put your details into a row like this, and then also JSON, you can just do a string like this, and then at the very bottom I put a select statement so you can see that it returns the value. So let's run this.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 questions actually, because so the create type, like you define my type as a type,
Yeah.
but in that type you've got 2 columns, foo and bar.
Yeah.
So they're actual columns within that type,
Yeah.
and then you put that type into another table.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's pretty, it is wild.
So my
Yeah.
other question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's unique
that's
to
like
it,
breaking the
though.
4th wall in a movie,
Huh?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unique to Postgres, yeah.
The my array in the table, is that, if my eyesight's horrible, but you defined it as an integer, but it's an array?
Yeah.
It's an
It's
integer
a array of integers. So see how
It's
in
almost
the
like it treats like
response
JSON.
it gives me a array of
Yeah,
integers.
That's wild. Alright, continue, sorry.
Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. If anyone has any other questions.
How would you have to reference bar as my table dot, my type dot bar, if you wanted to look at the column or the value, you know, one column within that
Ask me
column?
that question. Like, I don't know how to.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I just I wasn't too sure, but yeah, we can try. Let's see.
What was your question, Alan? I'm sorry.
Oh, because my type is a column with two columns in it, would you reference the second column as my table dot column name,
Dot subcolumn
bar?
name. Right, so for the more complex structures, how do you reference the parts?
Within,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
and
Select.
maybe it's all treated as one unit and you can't get individual pieces.
Fine.
Well, probably, but I mean,
Yes.
I know that I have users that really want a piece, not the whole, because they would want that specificity. It's like, well, I need to know the third element this way and that. Not because they know what an array is or anything like that, but because that's exactly what they want for the question they're
The
asking.
problem with this thing is you lose normalization eventually.
Well, that's
That's
yeah.
a big issue
Yeah.
in the long run.
So can you,
So it's great that you can. It's a question of when and why.
because you can, you should.
Now,
Right,
if you
no, I
work
agree
with
with that.
JSON primarily, this could be workable.
Well, that's-
Mm.
So, like, when you create the type like that, can you put indexes on that sub column? Like, how do you index
How
that?
do you think the index looks on that thing?
I don't know.
Right? Like an index on an array just sounds.
Well, they're coming out with it.
It doesn't exist.
That's confusing. You lose train of thought, that's my opinion.
Well, like, you mentioned the embedding stuff, right? You can do embeddings now, which is a binary value in SQL, and they're coming out with indexes on them, which are dimensions. The dimensions are basically just an array, right?
Oh,
They're coming out with indexes on the embedded values, so you can speed up performance. How do you do that?
It work?
That work?
From my table dot custom.
That is.
See if that was.
While Alex works on that, how many people are running Postgres in production or at their shops?
I'm not running it on my
Besides you.
shop.
You're a Postgres consultant.
I'm not
Yeah.
running it on our shop, but we are
No,
using
I
it
guess,
with a third party.
Yeah, I need to look at how to get it, but like, other than that, seems to be like an interesting way. Yeah, for those who like are into regular SQL tables, I hope that amazed you that like you could do that with a database.
So I have a question here. So when you created the table, you had custom type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had multiple custom types, is it still custom type that you would use there? And then just have like custom type, then whatever that custom type you've defined as the next column?
Foo, and then,
Well, no, I'm just saying, so he has the one that says my
Yeah.
type. So if he had
Custom typed on food, custom typed on bar.
Well, type A, type
Could
B, type C.
Multiple custom
Would it-
types.
Yes, multiple
Yeah.
custom types. Would it be custom type A, then custom type B, and custom type C?
I mean,
Just as the syntax for creating the table.
I think they all have to be uniquely named as a type, so,
Well, yeah.
and they would make sense, so
But the-
I would agree that it would be that way. If each name was A, B, and C, then you would have to name it.
But it just says, I mean, what he used in the create table said custom type.
Just go back up, Alex, please.
What,
Yeah, he called it my type because that's actually what he named it, so if he,
Right,
if
so
he had called
that
it.
create type would be type A, and the next create type he has is type B.
Mhm.
But he used custom type there as the, what he's referencing is.
Well, that's the field name, so it just,
Ah, okay,
custom type is the field name he used.
got it.
alright,
That's why I wanted to see the
That
syntax,
threw me,
'cause
that
that's
threw
what
me.
threw you, yeah. Yeah, cause it would be, it's really just field 1 as my type 1, field
Right.
2 as my type 3, you know, whatever.
alright, if that's all, stopping the recording,
That's wild. Oh.